friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and here is the camera comparison of two smartphones in the sub 15k price segment, the Redmi Note 7s with the Realme 3 Pro. So both the devices have good hardware along with good camera hardware as well. So let's find out how they perform in this price segment. In terms of the camera hardware, the Redmi Note 7s comes with a 48 megapixel half-inch sensor with 0.8 micron pixels and f1.8 aperture and 4-in-1 pixel binning technology. Xiaomi has used the Samsung's GM1 sensor. There is a secondary depth sensing 5 megapixel camera. On the front panel, it has a 13 megapixel f2.0 camera with screen flash. Talking about the Realme 3 Pro, it comes with a primary 16 megapixel shooter with f1.7 aperture and a dual pixel face detection autofocus. There is a secondary 5 megapixel depth sensing camera and the front camera is a 25 megapixel shooter with f2.0 aperture. First, let's have a look at the video recording. Here both the smartphones can record videos in 1080p resolution in 30 and 60 fps, and there is also electronic image stabilization offered on both the phones. While the Realme 3 Pro can do 4K at 30 fps, this feature is missing on the Redmi Note 7s. The video quality as such doesn't look drastically different, but the stabilization and focusing looks better on the Redmi Note 7s. The Redmi Note 7s also has better sharpness levels, but at the same time colors looks better and more natural on the Realme 3 Pro. Next up, the daylight captures. Looking at the first picture, you can see that the Redmi Note 7s images are colorful and at the same time a bit saturated than the Realme 3 Pro, especially the sky colors. While details are good on both the phones, the color quality is slightly better on the Realme 3 Pro. Images are also sharper on the Realme 3 Pro, and this is evident when you zoom into the pictures. The dynamic range also seems to be a tad better on the Realme 3 Pro. The Redmi Note 7 has a dedicated 48 megapixel mode, while the Realme 3 Pro has Ultra HD or the 64 megapixel mode, and the results are again quite similar, but again the Realme 3 Pro images are a tad sharper than the Redmi Note 7s. In close-up shots, it is pretty evident that the Realme 3 Pro fetches more details and images are sharper than the Redmi Note 7s. Moving to portrait shot, the Redmi Note 7 has better skin tones and also images are sharp, while the Realme 3 Pro images are softer and also a bit saturated. Finally, the low light images. Here again, the Realme 3 Pro fetches more details and images are also sharper than the Redmi Note 7s. But at the same time, noise is a bit evident on the Realme 3 Pro images. The Note 7 also does a decent job when there is adequate artificial light. The low light images are also a bit sharper on the Realme 3 Pro. Both the phones have night mode and the performance is good with sharper low light pictures. On closer look, the Realme 3 Pro has slightly better details. Finally, the selfie experience. Here we can see that the Realme 3 Pro offers a bit more natural looking selfies, while the Redmi Note 7s is more inclined towards whitish skin tones. Since selfies are more of a personal choice, you would leave it to your viewers to decide which one they like better. The portrait mode in selfies is also quite similar. So this is the front-facing camera sample taken with the Redmi Note 7s, which can record videos in 1080p resolution. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera on the Redmi Note 7s. So this is the front-facing camera sample taken with the Realme 3 Pro, which can record videos in 1080p resolution. So you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera on the Realme 3 Pro. So that is the camera comparison of the Redmi Note 7s with the Realme 3 Pro. So overall we can say that the Realme 3 Pro definitely has an advantage over the Redmi Note 7s, but not by a huge margin. We also need to consider that the Redmi Note 7s is priced 3K lower than the Realme 3 Pro. So that was the camera comparison of the Redmi Note 7s with the Realme 3 Pro. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.